James Gunn is the wrong man to direct it, but I think that I'd like him to write it. From the 5 minutes I saw of him in Pearl, he's already a better actor than Henry Cavill. When that man enters, we're only hearing one damn thing because everybody in the world knows what that theme song is about. So it's out. It's out. The new Superman trailer is out there. It is out there. It is out there, man. So let's just get off to the bat right now. It's a good trailer. It's not a perfect trailer, which is fine. Which is fine. Like it is a good trailer, but I think one thing about when you look at this stuff, it's about tone. Because see, this is a very important film for James Gunn and very important film for DC Studios because this is the quintessential, this is the prime mover, this is the genesis of superheroes. This is the first truly major superhero in comics. So it's a very important film, which is why it's not called Superman Legacy, Superman Lives, Superman Be. It's just called Superman. And I think what is very key here is you look at the title cards. Anybody who's watched the Superman 1 film and grew up with the Christopher Reeve film, you could just see how there's that James Gunn wants to connect and wants to use nostalgia to connect to that original film. That's why you have the theme song, John Williams' theme song, and you just have all of those things to remind you of what it was. But it's like there's so many thoughts, so just bear with me as I try to gather my thoughts, because I've watched it about 6 to 7 times. Just really just consume things and take things in. And you know what, this is the best place to start. Watching this trailer, I felt the best thing was I would have liked James Gunn to write it because there's some interesting things he's doing in the film, just from a narrative point of view and a storyline point of view that I think, okay, this could be interesting. Again, this is only a trailer, but I could just see some things he's doing narrative-wise that could be interesting. He shouldn't have directed this film. And from watching that trailer, I can tell that, yes, James Gunn is I said this before, James Gunn is the wrong man to direct it, but I think that I'd like him to write it, and I'd like a story to come from him. So, because I think the strongest parts of this trailer are the story elements, as in, okay, why? So he's been beat up, has to call for his dog, he's bleeding. People are now throwing stuff at him. Do people hate him? And I'm going to just revert to another poster that comes through. So there are a lot of elements going on here that okay, this is interesting. And obviously this is a world where there's just superheroes all around. Like there's Guy Gardner, Hawkgirl, and all this stuff. And I'll give my views on that afterwards. So it seems as if, because I'm jumping around, but let me bring this in. Man of Steel was a piece of crap film. Let's just be clear here. What I can see is visually, Man of Steel was amazing, and I can already tell like a Man of Steel is visually superior to the Superman film, 100%. But it's like video games. I would rather have great gameplay and decent graphics than amazing graphics and decent gameplay. So when you think about it in film, it's like the story is like gameplay and the visuals are like graphics. Bro, great gameplay all day, every day. All day, every day, give me great gameplay. And the thing with Man of Steel is, the visuals are amazing. The visuals are outstanding, superb, because Snyder's an artist. But that film, from a storyline point of view, from a narrative point of view, is a piece of crap. It's a garbage film. In terms of narrative, story, structure, going from scene to scene, if the film is garbage. It stinks. And also as well, like, guys, I'm sorry. So, I know the guys who say, Cavill. This is just from me, and I'll repeat it again. In terms of comic book accurate, Henry Cavill looks closest to Superman in the comics, way more than Christopher Reeve, and more so than, I think it's David Corenswet. So he looks a lot more like Superman than a lot of the guys that have gone through. Because like David Corenswet and Christopher Reeve do not look as much Superman as Henry Cavill. I can already tell you right now, guys, but David Corenswet is 5 times the actor that Henry Cavill is. Because I saw David. So actually, no, I'll get to Dave Corenswet afterwards. But Henry Cavill is a garbage actor. he is crap. And his performance as Superman, the story is one thing, but just as his performance as Superman was garbage. And people say, oh, it's because of the script. I've seen Henry Cavill in a lot. I've seen him in The Witcher. I saw him in the Mission Impossible movie. I think it was Rogue Nation, and he's garbage. So in every film I've seen Henry Cavill, in, even in The Man from Uncle, every film I've seen him in, he is wooden, lack of emotion, doesn't really have a diverse range of acting. He's a garbage actor. He's crap. So yeah, and the thing with Snyder is, again, Snyder, great visualist, amazing visualist. He's a moron when it comes to storyline. And what he did with Superman and how he made Superman just a complete brainless psychopath that was just wrecking and destroying buildings. Wait, hang on, Snyder, this guy's supposed to save people. He's supposed to go out of his way to save people. This guy was destroying buildings, wrecking buildings, all that, wrecking himself. I'm like, wait. I was like, mate, what are you doing? Don't you know who this ain't Batman. This ain't the Punisher. This is not Blade. This ain't Al Simmons or Spawn. It's freaking Superman. It's Kal-El. Kal-El, don't do that, you moron. So yeah, so summary, that whole Snyder thing with Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, garbage, complete garbage. But let's go back to Superman. So yes, so your boy David Corenswitz, I've only seen him in one film, which was, it's the X series. I forgot which one it was. I think one is X, Maxine, and so basically it's the series where the first film is X, the third film is Maxine. Pearl, that's the one, Pearl. So he's in the movie Pearl, and he has a very small role in the movie Pearl. I told you guys, like, I'm a guy that I used to do acting. Like, I was acting for a long time, blah, blah, blah. So I look specifically as actors. From the 5 minutes I saw of him in Pearl, he's already a better actor than Henry Cavill. So for all you guys saying, oh, Henry Cavill. Guys, this is still a film, and it's still about acting. The 5 minutes I saw of David Corenswitz in Pearl is 5 times better than all of the stuff I've seen Henry Cavill in. He's a superior actor. So already, this is already an upgrade on Henry Cavill. It's already an upgrade. Whether you like it or not, keep crying and everything, you are having an upgrade of an actor. And let's not talk about Christopher Reeve, who went to Juilliard with Robin Williams. So yeah, we understand that. So here's the thing. This was a bad poster. But I understand what he was trying to do with this poster. See, this poster out of context, and it's been released, horrible PR. Horrible PR, because you're like, the suit looks baggy, his expression looks weird, why is he putting on his shoes, and why is there a massive freaking eyeball destroying a city and he's doing nothing about it? As your first Superman official poster, guys are like, wait, what? Like, the poster, it didn't make any sense. Watching the trailer, it does make sense, but it was still a mistake to bring this out, even though I know what I was talking about. But then they then came with this poster, and this poster made sense. Like, once they released this poster, it was like, this is what we want. Because again, it's like a sports team. If a sports team has a manager who's very, very attacking, and they start losing games, the new manager you bring in has to be someone that is an antithesis of that. Because this ultra attacking didn't work, so you now have to have a pragmatic manager that's maybe much more defensive. Vice versa. If you have a pragmatic manager who's very defensive, you start losing games, you sack him, you could now have to have a more proactive attacking manager. So I think what people wanted is Man of Steel was too dark, too somber, and the Superman character was not the beacon of hope that we wanted. So what people wanted, we needed to course correct. And this just seemed too similar to like what Man of Steel was. But when people saw this, it's brighter, it's a much more hopeful look up. Guys are like, this is what we want. And I think James Gunn now maybe understands, okay, no, well, he's already filmed the damn movie, but it's like, okay, what people want is something completely opposite from that garbage that was crap of Steel. So when you watch the trailer, there's a moment in the trailer where Louis Lane is going up to Superman and trying to maybe convince him of maybe what's up, and then and that is where you now see the scene. So I think the point of this poster was it's trying to tell you what the narrative of this film is, which is that maybe at a point in this movie, Superman is like, nah, I can't be bothered saving people anymore. Like, there's no point. And maybe this is where this comes into it, where people maybe turn up upon him because they don't feel like if he's doing the right thing. So I think the whole point of this was like, maybe James Gunn wanted people to be like, ask questions as to, there is carnage happening in the background. And it seems as if Superman is very nonchalant about what's happening. But I think when we look at it in the context of the scene, I think what he wanted was people to be like question as to how have things gotten to the story where Superman isn't rushing to alleviate danger. Because once you just see anything that's dangerous, Superman is rushing. But Superman, he isn't rushing to sort out that danger. Why? And I think James Gunn wanted people to ask themselves why. Why isn't he rushing to alleviate danger? And why is he being so slow to put on his clothes? So I get what he meant by that. But as a PR person for promotions, you can't put that to this poster because it sends the wrong message out of context. So it can't be as a poster. This is a better poster. But you see, what's very interesting is this. This is still Daddy. Chris Reeve is still Daddy. And I'm looking at the promotion. And you see, I'm a guy that I told you I'm a big movie guy, and a large part of movies is the music. You see, there are many theme songs. There are many theme songs around. Like people say, okay, there are many, there's only one Superman theme song. Bam, ba, 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 bam, 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 ba, ba, bam. Or then just din, 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 or Back to the Future. So, but when you just say, oh yeah, what's the Superman theme? There's only one Superman theme. You don't sing the one from Man of Steel or the one from Lewis and Clark or the one from. There's only one Superman theme song, and it is arguably it is the most iconic theme song of all time. The most iconic movie theme song of all time is the Superman theme song. There is no theme song that is more iconic than that. As in, everyone knows what that's. The only thing closest is, basically the Darth Vader theme song. I can't remember. Dun, 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 dun. Wait, actually, what is the Darth Vader theme song? Jeez, I've actually forgotten but the fact that I can't even remember the Darth Vader theme means that no, Superman, everyone knows. Bam, ba, 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 bam, 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 ba, 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 bam, bam, ba, bam. So I'm looking at the promotions. The motion poster had like a remix of the Superman theme song. The actual trailer, a guitar riff of the theme song. Now, I did some research. So the composer here is John Murphy. I think he did like he works a lot with I've forgotten the Scottish director. I've forgotten his name. Danny Boyle. I think it's Danny Boyle. 28 days later, 28 weeks later, and Sunshine. Here's the thing. You have two things you could do here. One, you want a new theme song. There are only two men that you can hire for you're not going to have a theme song that's going to be better than Superman theme song or more iconic. But in the same wheelhouse, the only two men you can hire: Hans Zimmer and Alan Silvestri. Those are the two guys. So Silvestri did Back to the Future, and he did Predator, and he did Avengers. So he did Avengers, Back to the Future, and Predator. Hans Zimmer, bro, let's just be like, what's Dune, freaking Gladiator, Last Samurai, Man of Steel. Like, bro, Hans Zimmer is that freaking dude. And that's the thing. And I still listen to the Man of Steel soundtrack. So that Man of Steel theme and soundtrack is freaking amazing. The issue is the film's garbage. So the film didn't really utilize the theme song because theme song and soundtrack was outstanding. Film was freaking garbage. So that's one way. But James Gunn, and I don't know what they've done, because remember, there are still months. Because remember, so this comes out in July, so they're now in post-production. Principal photography has finished. The way people are responding to hearing the theme song and the non-nostalgia, I believe James Gunn is going to say to John Murphy, who's the composer, and say, look, bro, you can have some additional music. We're going to use music. We are using that theme song for Homeboy. I'm sorry, I'm James Murphy, but no, like I could do a better theme song. I could do a better theme song. Yo, Murph, Johnny Boy, chill. I respect you as a composer and I respect you as a musician. You know, I know, and everyone knows, you cannot come up with a theme song in the same galaxy or stratosphere as what John Williams did. Even the great Hans Zimmer and Alan Silvestri, they can come close, but they're not even going to be in the same wheelhouse as that theme song. So there's several scenes. So come up with the Lex Luthor theme, a theme for the other superheroes, everything. But when Superman arrives, when that man enters, we're only hearing one damn thing because everybody in the world knows what that theme song is about. And everyone in the world knows what time it is when that theme song pops off. So I believe that just judging from the motion poster released, the trailer released, people's reactions, and James Gunn very aware of people's reactions to how people feel hearing that theme song and us taking us back to 1978 and that Superman 1 film. James Gunn was like, look, bet. We may, remix it a bit, but that theme is going to be the theme of this whole thing. Because it will be crazy if he decides to just use something different. Because, or use it, like, no. Like, no, here's the thing. It may just be promotional, and maybe it's like, John Murphy come up with the theme and everything, but because, see, and if I was advising James Gunn, it's like, the fact that you don't have, because you can't have Hans Zimmer again, the next best thing is Alan Silvestri. That's the next best thing is Alan Silvestri. So the fact that neither Silvestri or Hans Zimmer are your composers, there's no one else that can give you something like that. Oh, by the way, Silvestri also did the Captain America theme song as well. So the fact that you don't have Silvestri or Hans Zimmer is like, look, bro, John Murphy, mates, with all due disrespect, you ain't making a theme song to the level of John Williams, bro. I'm sorry. Like, you yay. You did have a little something. You did have a little something, but Fitz have the skill to come do that thing that your boy John Williams does. Nah. Because that guy is the chief ogre. When you call the chief ogre of this whole music thing, Johnny Williams, Hans Zimmer. I'm going to play boys first up that piece. John Murphy, he ain't built for that. Same. So look, my thing is, look, here we are. Like, so my overall feeling is, I'm not excited. I'm intrigued. I'm curious. So I'm not excited. I'm like, oh wow, I'm not excited now because I still have a few issues. I still don't think that there are too many superheroes there. The Guy Gardner looks a bit weird. I don't like the fact that you've got Hawkgirl in there. I just think some of the imagery just doesn't seem as kind of official or refined as it would be. Because again, as I said again, ideally, if James Gunn just wrote the story, wrote the script with maybe a screenplay partner, although I like solitary screenwriters. So if you just wrote the script, story, bro. If this poster said a film by Steven Spielberg, if I saw this poster and it said a Steven Spielberg film, yeah, like we're in. Because my thing though is I just think that's visually it just seems, because again for James Gunn, I think James Gunn's strength is his writing. When you look at Guardians of the Galaxy, the strength of that thing isn't really the visuals, it's really the writing. If you look at Captain America, the First Avenger, so is the writing, but visually it's outstanding because Joe Johnston, who was the guy who actually created Boba Fett. Was it Jango Fett? Boba Fett. Basically, Boba Fett, the dude from Empire Strikes Back. No, Empire Strikes Back and Last Jedi. Like, because the guy is an artist. So when you just look at visually, First Avenger is visually freaking out amazing. So there are guys who are amazing visualists. James Gunn, his strength is writing. Is dialogue, story, and writing, which is why the strength of Guardians of the Galaxy isn't really the direction, it's the amazing character work and the writing. So for this, I just know that when you look at the Daily Planet scenes and the scenes with him with Clark Kent, he's gonna get that. The interactions between him and Lois Lane, the aesthetic of the city, he's gonna get that. So yeah, we'll see. Also, I mean, Nicholas Hoult and Lex Luthor. Look, Nicholas Hoult is a very good actor. He's a real good actor. I just don't think he has the look for Lex Luthor. But I'm one of those guys that convinced me. Most guys said, bro, Michael Keaton, that guy does not look like Bruce Wayne. He don't look like a Batman. Then we saw what you saw. So I'm one of those guys where, okay, even if the look ain't right, if your acting ability, I'm all about acting ability over looks. If your acting ability can make me believe that you're a different kind of a Lex Luthor rather than just the one that we all expect, oh, let's ride. So yeah, look, man, and let's see how things roll. Let's see how things roll. So, guys, tell me what you think. But look, to end it, this film is very, very important for DC Studios because this could set the tone. And do you know why it's so important? Because it comes out the same time as that bomber trash Fantastic Four. I told you, I'm out of Marvel. I'm out. Marvel, like, I'm done. I'm out. So put it this way: with everything that's happening with Marvel, with Fantastic Four, which I'm not excited about, what Iron Man, Doctor Doom, I'm not excited about, and just the nonsense that they're coming at, I'm like, Marvel, I'm cool, I'm done. And what's it called? You're bringing back Chris Evans. It's a mess. And I'm already sort of out of superhero movies and I'm not really into it. But this trailer, again, I'm not excited. But I am far more curious and far more interested in watching this film than any other superhero. There is no other superhero movie that I'm more interested to see than this. You know, because for me, I don't like the Secret Wars, Fantastic Four. Nah, I don't like. I don't care because Marvel has just been ass cheeks. So with this, I'm like, okay, like I'm curious. I'm curious. Okay, let's see where we're going with this. You know, let's see where we're going with this. But a very key thing is that I told you, like, again, I've only seen the David is it Corin Sweat. I've only seen him in Corin Sweat. I've only seen him in that one film, but from just that one film in Pearl, I'm like, oh no, this guy, he's a good actor. And please, I'll say it again, I don't want to be rude. With all due disrespect, he is a superior actor to Henry Cavill. So you're going to see a better performance. When you want to agree or disagree, I told you Henry Cavill is a garbage actor. The guy's trash. David Corin Sweat, again, I don't know how amazing he is, but at a base level, he's a better actor than Henry Cavill, and he's a good actor. Just from what little I saw of him in Pearl, okay, this is something. And maybe this is his big breakout movie that could really show the world what he can really, really do. Yeah, man. So, to me, guys, what you think, man? It gets real.